no CDD, 5 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. This lot, this corner unit on a cul-de-sac, it is a unique opportunity for someone that's looking for a massive, massive yard.
All right. Welcome back to more FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars on the squad, the Knockout King. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing great, brother. How about yourself?
Man, listen, we could probably sit back and just not talk at all, right? And just let the video show everybody this community. This is a gorgeous community, Mount Dora, Florida. We're going to talk about Mount Dora, this community, the beautiful views that you see. And we actually have an opportunity in this community to show everybody. It's going to be a home. We're going to tour the home. But first, let's go ahead and start off and just talk about where we're at, what makes it special. Take it, Mom.
Yes, indeed. So we're at the Sullivan Ranch established community in Mount Dora, Florida. And we have an excellent master plan community that's got about 600 home sites. But when we talk about a community that's established with mature trees, gated, so you get that sense of privacy and security, this is going to be a phenomenal opportunity for someone that's looking for safety and security, but also having quick access to downtown Mount Dora.
Let me show everybody where we're at for those who may be new to hearing Mount Dora, right? Or maybe just poking your nose in it. It is in Orlando suburb. Now, when you talk about Orlando suburbs, right, you chase sometimes affordability, sometimes you chase maybe theme parks, being close to those things, or maybe being between Tampa and Orlando. Mount Dora is kind of in its own little space. Now, you are on the ridge of Florida, so you're going to notice there's a lot of hills, right? And the beauty of being out here, one, we're going to show you downtown Mount Dora. One of the best charming downtowns that you'll find in all of maybe even Florida. I'm going to say Central Florida for right now. But check this out. 45 minutes to the Orlando International Airport. That's all the way past downtown. You're only about, check this out, an hour to an hour and 20 minutes to New Smyrna Beach, which is just south of Daytona. And about 40 minutes, 35, it says, to downtown Orlando as well. So you're not far from things, right? Equidistant. I would say like some parts of Polk County are equidistant to some of the areas that we're talking about here, but it's a little different, right? I don't think people are chasing affordability here, right? This is where you get those beautiful views. This is where you get established communities, gated communities, right? And so it just has a little bit of a different feel in here. So you said about 600 home sites, right?
Yes, indeed. Couldn't agree more. And Mount Dora is an excellent area where if you're looking to live in a suburb of Orlando, but have good quality access to Orlando, 35, 40 minutes, but also have a ton of things to do within Mount Dora. There's so much that you can do, but there's also a ton that you can do within a community. In this community, there is no CDD. And you get a gated community with security patrolling throughout the community. You get a kids playground with grills and tot lots and splash pads. You also get a fitness center, a 5,000 square foot clubhouse. You get a lap swimming pool within the community as well. So there's just a ton of amenities. And the HOA is only $170 a month. But it was also an experience walking in Sullivan Ranch when I took the opportunity to take all this footage that you see here. Like I took the time to just walk the community, see how it felt. All the neighbors, everyone that was out walking in the community, whether it be on their bike, were just very pleasant. But look at the views. I mean, I
Gorgeous.
walked to this waterfall that I was just sold. Like I just made a whole day out of it, and I couldn't. Like I felt great. The views were amazing. The views are mature. And I feel that when many families are looking to purchase real estate in Florida, they're hoping that in the long term, especially in new communities that are just starting out, they're hoping that their community can look like what Sullivan Ranch looks like today.
Now, downtown Mount Dora, to me, this right here might hold the crown. It felt like I wasn't in Florida when I was in downtown
Yeah.
Mount Dora.
Like I feel like everyone's just got to go to Mount Dora. If you live in Florida, you got to be able to take the time
Sure.
out to go to Mount Dora at least once.
Let me be honest here. There's a lot of people that actually travel to Mount Dora to explore some of the downtown festivities. So, I don't think a lot of people are going to want to leave or need to leave, but you still have Orlando at your disposal there.
So many of our families that reach out to us looking for real estate in Florida look for a massive home site because you just can't find that anymore. This lot, this corner unit on a cul-de-sac, it is a unique opportunity for someone that's looking for a massive, massive yard.
The backyard, you guys are going to love. Fully fenced in. It is a corner lot, but I like the fact that it's still on this small cul-de-sac. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 homes on your street.
5 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. You've got a full bedroom and bathroom downstairs, which is dedicated to you, which would be a dedicated guest room. And you got the additional rooms upstairs, but you also got a nice quality size loft, a carefully thought out floor plan, and it is a quality home throughout. And just an excellent opportunity for anyone that's looking for an established home that is on an oversized lot.
You do get this flexible space as soon as you walk in. Now, this does not have the door entryway, but they made it kind of a seating reading area. You could do whatever you want to with this. I think this could potentially be an office, but whatever you want to, flex spaces, like you got to kind of have that nowadays, right?
Couldn't agree more. And you know what? Whenever you're looking into like new construction and you're looking at two-story homes, you can understand that from the way the homes were built 10 years ago to where they are now, you can see where the builders are cutting back on a lot of the flexibility because you're getting a two-story home here. You do get a flex space and you still get the bedroom. Usually, if you look at a lot of floor plans today, you get one or the other. You get the guest bedroom or you get the flex space downstairs. So this is a home that doesn't really make any compromises when you take into account everyday living. You get the guest bedroom downstairs for those that are visiting. You get the flex space for if you have family over, you can have everyone sitting at the flex space, but also have the living room where you can accommodate a multitude of different people living in the home. And then you get all the privacy upstairs as well with the loft area. So it's an excellent home when you take into consideration entertaining, but also, again, I mean, I can imagine the barbecues once you get to the backyard. I mean, it's a massive, massive, massive lot, massive yard, which a ton of people reach out to us looking for. Too many people are making compromises when purchasing new construction when they take into account one or the other. I don't get the cul-de-sac. I don't get the massive yard. I don't get the bedroom downstairs. There aren't too many options that check off. So this home checks off a lot of boxes
Sure.
when someone is looking for when you take into account when people are looking for a quality community, when you take into account a quality layout that's excellent for young families or even established families, when you take into account the massive yard, this home checks off a lot of boxes.
Now, there is potential for an assumable 2.75% interest rate on this home. So make sure you reach out to us for more information. You can send us an email, team@morefla.com. I'll also have the link to the listing down below where you can read up on it, kind of keep your eyes on maybe the price and where it's at with that. So, okay, so 5 bedrooms. So we had 1 bedroom downstairs with the flex space. So we have 4 bedrooms upstairs with the loft. I know we were talking when the loft was kind of being toured. They have the loft as a movie room. I think it's big enough to do whatever the heck you want to with it. But I love the positioning of it where you're not walking through it to get to the bedrooms. It's kind of tucked away. Just nice.
Yes, couldn't agree more. And you got a massive walk-in closet in the primary bedroom, which a lot of people are taking into account, and it's not connected to the bathroom. That's something that I'm currently experiencing, where I've got my closet connected to my bathroom, and then I take a lot of hot showers. So then there's a lot of humidity, and then it's just like, all right, like so I got a lot of this like a dehumidifier that's doing a ton of work. But again, that's something that you don't have to worry about when purchasing this home. So again, just a quality home throughout, well kept, well maintained, with the massive covered lanai and the massive yard, which had me like I was putting in steps just walking to the back towards the
Yeah,
fence
they
of
did
this
really well, and
this
that
home.
was actually an option. So they were talking to us. That was an option when building the home, I believe. And he said, "Yes, let's get the covered lanai." He and she, right, said,
And I feel that the covered lanai is something that many families don't take into consideration until they come down here and experience the Florida heat. I'm actually experiencing right now when my home doesn't have a massive covered lanai, but it has one. But I just step out there and I take 2 steps, I'm already hitting my grass. And I'm like, man, I just can't do nothing out here. Now I'm over here looking at taking into consideration building a pergola or doing like an extension. And that costs money. And I'm just like, man, it would have been nice if I had like an extended lanai, so that way I can actually do something with the space. So a lot of families look into homes, and a ton of the homes that are being built today just have a slab of concrete. It's like a doormat where you can't really do anything out there. So those of you that are looking for a home that is of quality and established with a massive covered lanai, this is one of the few homes that have that, because you don't really find that a lot when resale and also in new construction.
so fully screened in, fully fenced in. Now, when you couple that with the community, to me, right, like I think it screams opportunity. How many homes were for sale at the time of recording the video inside of the community? Because they're sold out of all new homes in this community, except for maybe like one lot from a builder, right?
Correct, correct. So there was probably at the time that we looked into this, it was probably only about 10 homes on the market within this community of 600 home sites. It's right around that number today. So many people are looking for this community, looking for opportunities in here. So ultimately, like the massive yard is one of the things that had me like, wow, like this is a
Yeah.
massive factor, because there was no way of predicting 10 years ago that you fast forward to now and then all the homes are just right up next to each other and you get barely a backyard. So I mean, this is one of the few homes where you check off a ton of boxes when people are looking for real estate in Florida. You get the massive cover lanai, you get a quality floor plan, there's no compromises throughout. You get a home on a cul-de-sac, a corner lot, massive backyard, excellent for entertaining, and you get all that within a community that is established, gated, has a long history of low fees, so you get that reassurance in the long term for whoever it is that's able to take advantage and purchase this home. So again, just a ton of reassurance, a lot of things to appreciate when you look into this home and you look into the Sullivan Ranch community in Mount Dora.
If you all want more information on it, send us an email, team@morefla.com. If you made it this far, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next